Welcome to Stock Talk. This is your host, Scott. Hope you've had a good couple of days in the market. Speaking for myself, I haven't. NVAX has gotten clobbered the last 2 days. We're going to talk about that a little bit, about what might be going on there. But we have been very busy last few days. Monday through Wednesday, we've done a lot of buying and some selling and getting some money on the sidelines. So that was good. But NVAX was the big story, as usual. Big week, had earnings. We talked about that in the previous video. We'll talk about how that came out, but let's go ahead and jump over to our portfolio, kind of go over where we're at on that, what we've done here lately with the portfolio, and then we'll jump right into that NVAX stuff, okay? So let's go ahead and jump over there now. Okay, so here's our portfolio. As you can see, we have added a few new ones here to the list. EXAS is one of our new ones that we've added. You can see here that it closed today at 87.15. We did buy that one yesterday at 85.50. So we're up a little bit on that one. The VXRT is down today, but it had a really good pop yesterday, so we did sell that one yesterday. VXRT, we sold it on the 12th, on the 11th for 18.5% gain. We only had that one just a few days, maybe a week, but we got 18.5%, so had a really good pop. So we took that money. We'll take a look at it again, maybe dip our toes back into that one as well. A lot of these vaccine, that's one of the vaccine type stocks, and they've gotten hit the last couple of days. NKLA, we did sell that one. I think we sold that one in the previous video. I'm not sure what I sold that one at now, but we did get some good money out of that. I think it was about 10 or 12%. So we had to go ahead and take that as well. We didn't have it hardly any time at all either, less than a week. All right, HTBX, that one there, we're still holding that one. Matter of fact, we added to that one yesterday, bought more shares at $1.92. As you can see today, it took another good hit, 15% off. So we should have waited one more day before we added to it, but that happens to you sometimes. Next on our list there is CLF. CLF, we did sell that one as well. Sold that one 8:10 on Monday. We sold that one, had it 10 days. We sold it at a 9.16% gain. So we had a good little pop on that one. We sold it. LUV, another one that we've sold. Sold that one Monday as well. Made 6.7%, had it 21 days. So we like that. So that was LUV. Next on the list, NVAX. Now NVAX, we did sell some of that Monday. We sold some at it's between about 55 and 65%. I think it was somewhere closer to the high end of that. But we did sell that Monday. Some of our shares. Now, if I had a crystal ball, I wished I had sold them all, but we didn't. We're going to dive into that in just a minute. Well, let's go ahead and talk about that now. NVAX, as you can see, it's all the way down to 124. That we sold the other day, I think we sold it at 179. So you can see that one has just fallen off the map there. It was a few things that I want to talk about there. The earnings came in. The earnings were good. They beat the earnings per share. They came in at a 30-cent per share loss versus 36 per share. Missed a little bit on the revenue. They were expecting something like 45.5, and it came in at 36. But that earnings call was fine. This has nothing to do with the fact that they've dropped here last couple of days. What's caused that is Russia. So they say. Russia has come out with a vaccine, but it hadn't even been through a phase 3. There was only 70-something people that went through it. Haven't shared any of the data yet with anybody, so they say they've got a vaccine, so that spooked the market. Anything with doing with vaccines got hit pretty hard, and NVAX has sold off the last 2 days, and heavy volume today as well. So yesterday, I don't think we was quite as heavy on the volume yesterday as we were today. So we're going to have to watch that one close. It's tempting to get out of that, but we were pretty far up on it a little, before this drop, but we're down now on it. Probably down about 15% on it now that we're holding. We're still holding quite a bit. We did buy some more of that yesterday. I actually bought twice, once at 171 and once at 148. So you can see those are taking quite a whack that we bought yesterday. But some that we're sitting on now, actually sold a small lot of shares this morning for probably maybe 1 or 2%. Went ahead and go ahead and get out of those while we could without a loss. But holding the rest of them because they're in the red. So I'm hoping tomorrow this thing settles down. It settled down pretty good today towards the end of the day. So hopefully we've seen the worst of it. It is down in after hours, but not a tremendous amount of volume there. So, but we're going to watch that one. It's don't want to sell out of it, but 3 days in a row of like what we saw yesterday and today, that's going to be hard to keep hanging on to them. But I don't see anything wrong there with NVAX. So I want to show you something else here on that. Let's go over to this, back over to here. I want to show you a couple of articles here. So this is what supposedly has caused the problem. Coronavirus update, Russia approves world's first vaccine amid skepticism. Trump waives travel ban on Americans. But that's what stirred everything up yesterday. Now, I do like this article that came out today after the market closed. Buy NVAX stock after unwarranted sell-off, says analyst. Now, you can't always go by what these analysts say, but this analyst makes some good points here, talking about why we should hang on to it. NVAX has got a lot going for it. Encourage you to read this. This is in Yahoo Finance, but there's some good news here. So what's driving the stock? This is probably just the big boys. Big boys, they love to play games, and they're good at playing games. So they probably are shorting this all the way down. They like to make money both ways. They definitely have taken out stops, taken people out. Of course, like I said before, I watched the message boards. I've seen several folks that have gotten out, but a lot of those folks are holding shares that they bought at $4 and $5 a share, so they're not going to get out anytime soon. So I don't know when they're going to stop. Also saw something SEC filing that looked like something of a shelf offering of some sort, or some kind of a dilution of the shares at a price of 153. Couldn't really make a whole lot of sense out of it, but I think that's what it was. So that could be part of what's going on as well. But we'll see. I'm going to keep an eye on it and watch it really close the next few days. But I would love to see this thing head back up. We've got a lot of cash on the sideline, but I've got a lot in this NVAX. What I might do is buy these shares that are at a lower price, and if it goes up from there, I will sell the higher price shares as soon as I get to an even point, so I can lower my cost average. But we'll see. I'm gonna be thinking about things like that just to get my cost average back down closer to the share price that we're at now. Okay, so hopefully we can watch that one tomorrow and it stops the bleeding tomorrow. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, so let's jump back over and take a look at what's going on in the market tonight. So it looks like Nikkei is up pretty good, almost 2%. Shanghai up about 1/4%. Hong Kong's pretty flat. So that looks pretty good in Asia. Pre-market is pretty flat. Nothing major going on there. U.S. markets today, we had a good day in the market. portfolio suffered a little bit, but the market was good. We did pocket a lot of money this week, so that helps cushion the blow. And actually still down just a little bit for the month. As bad as that Novavax has gone down and do have a big holding there, the portfolio, we are down slightly for the month, so that's not too bad considering how far that Novavax has dropped. Oil jumps more than 2% after larger than expected U.S. inventory drop, so that was good. We are at 42.60 now on the oil and 45 on the Brent, so that's been ticking up a little bit. Should help our stocks like MPZ and ExxonMobil. All right. Tomorrow we're going to focus on Novavax. We'll be watching it real close. You gotta ask yourself some questions when you see a stock dropping like what we've seen the last couple of days with Novavax. First of all, you wanna know, is the market broken? And actually, the market has been up the last couple of days, so it has nothing to do with the market dropping. The next thing you gotta ask yourself is the company broke? Okay, is the company broke? Is there something going on at the company that is not good? It's changed, or is going in a different direction? Well, we know the earnings came in fine. There was not, the revenue was off a little bit, but that was no big deal. They've got news that's coming up any day now. The FDA approval to move into the next stage of the testing for this coronavirus vaccine. The vaccine results on phase 1 were excellent. Very, very good vaccine from what we can tell so far. They've got the filing for the FDA to put the NanoFlu on the market. They haven't done that yet for some reason. I'm not sure. I guess it's because of all this virus stuff, but they haven't done that yet from what I could tell from the conference call, which that's kind of aggravating, but we may get some news on that any day. You never know. But any kind of funding, any kind of approvals that comes up, that would be great for the stock. So the company itself's not broke, the market's not broke. So is the stock broke? And I would have to say yes. That's the problem right now. Is the stock's broke, and who's broke it? Why is it broke? You can blame Russia. You can blame the big boys shorting it, whatever you want to blame, but something's broke the stock. The company's fine, the market's fine, so the best thing to do is just ride these things out. It's painful sometimes, especially if you got a lot of money in something. It's hard to sit there and watch it go down, especially when you were up 20-something% on it. But like I said before, the hogs get slaughtered sometimes. That's why I like to cash out on things. We've done a real good, been real disciplined at that. This time we weren't with Novavax, and now we're going to pay for it a little bit. We're only down about 15% though, so it's not anything major. Now if we have another 20% downturn tomorrow, or 17%, that's a whole different story. That's a lot of money too. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed that bleeding stops tomorrow. It wouldn't surprise me to see a drop in the morning, to see them try to push some more folks out, but hopefully it can recover and close in the green. We really need a green day tomorrow. All right. So hopefully a lot of people read that article from that analyst, and that helps some too. But when the big boys are in charge, it really doesn't matter who's writing what. It's the big boys doing what they want to do. All right. So you just gotta hang on sometimes, and that's what we're going to be doing. All right. So I hope you have a great day tomorrow. If you're still holding Novavax, just hang in there. But you do what you need to do for yourself and your portfolio. Myself, I like to hang on to things. I don't like to sell anything in the red until I just give up on something. And I'm not giving up on them. They've got too much going for them. All right. So have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking this button right here. Thanks. Bye.